This year, SAP announced that it was going to extend the support of SAP Business Suite and S4 HANA. But one of the things that really struck about this is how are you going to predict what the system would look like in 20 years? So the big news is that SAP is going to extend Business Suite until 2027, and you can then get custom extension until 2030. That's a big improvement compared to the 2025 that was the old deadline for it. The other thing they announced was SAP S4 HANA was going to be supported until 2040. That is 20 years from now. The thing that really struck with me on this was how long time 20 years is in the IT world. What was going on 20 years ago? So obviously we did have the 2000 bubble and stock crash. But if you look at other things, in 2000 a gaming computer cost $3,500, would have 700 megabyte of RAM, 60 gigabyte of hard drive, and a single core Pentium processor. In 2020, you can get a gaming PC that has 64 gigabyte of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and a graphics card that is even more powerful than the supercomputer in 2000. That's a large improvement. One of the other trends is cloud computing. Amazon Web Services was launched in 2006, and for the first many years it was just a plaything, and it was only here the last couple of years where it has really been acceptable for large organizations to run productive load in any of the cloud scalers. Another big trend we're seeing is artificial intelligence or machine learning. That's also just risen the last couple of years. In 2015, Google released Tensorflow, and before that there wasn't really a mainstream platform for developing ML or AI models in. And since then it's grown, and a lot of companies have started to adopt this flow. And I would assume that we will see that explode even more in 2020. Obviously, one of the other trends we're talking about is this disruption and how that whole concept is affecting our enterprises. Amazon is now the largest not only retailer but company. Airbnb is the biggest hotel chain without owning a single hotel. And Tesla released their first car in 2008, just 12 years ago, and they're now the most valuable car company. How many of SAP's core customers are going to be disrupted in the next 20 years? I don't know, but probably quite a bit of them. Obviously, you're only going to be disrupted if you're not able to follow along and be able to deliver innovation fast enough. I would expect that the S4 HANA systems that we see in 2040 will look a lot different than the one we're currently seeing. It will be a lot of innovation, a lot of ML, AI that's going to be making a lot of the decision processes and management a lot easier. What do you think that the S4 system in 2040 would look like? Give me your thoughts in the comments below. And do you actually think it's possible to predict what the world would look like in 20 years? Thanks for watching. Now go out and upgrade your systems to S4 HANA.